tēnā koutou, ngā apunga, ngā kaiako, ngā whānau o kai Pātiki, nau mai, hara mai, piki mai, kake mai. Ladies and gentlemen, Glenfield College, welcome to our leadership graduation for 2022. We welcome our students, our staff, and our kai Pātiki Glenfield community at this time to this official presentation. So before we get started, I'd like to lead us in karakia and in prayer. Let us pray. He horore he kororia ki te atua, he maungarongo ki te whenua, he pokaro pai ki ngā tāngata katoa. Hāngia te atua i ngā kauhau, ki roto ki tēnā o mātou. Whakatongia tō wairua tapu, hei āwhina, hei tohu ia mātou, hei aku huki, i ngā mahi mō tēnei rā. Āmene. Amen. At this time, I'd like to invite our Principal McKinley. Thank you.
Kia ora, kia ora, talapalava, malalei, namaste, assalamu alaikum, greetings and welcome as Mātua Taikato has said to the 2022 Leadership Ceremony. I'd just like to make a special welcome to Chairperson Mrs. Donna Kāki, and also to any new staff who are here for the very first time, and also to the Year 9 students of 2022. So this is your first experience of Glenfield College in a very special ceremony. And I'd just like to acknowledge all of you in the way you look. You look fantastic in your uniforms. To the seniors who are here as well, it's been a long time between drinks, so to speak, in relation to it's been a long time since it's been in this theatre. In essence, it's been August the 16th. That's the irony. August the 16th, the last time was a Tuesday, we had an assembly here in 2021, and we haven't been in this theatre since then for a formal ceremony. So it's great to have you here, and really it's a case of making the best of a challenging situation. So the reason we're having this is to acknowledge what leadership looks like. The reason we're having this is I'm really pleased that the whānau tutor group are here as well. I want you to envisage yourselves and how you can be in one of these positions in years to come. It's really important for the Year 9, 10 students for you to think about yourselves and say, where will I be in 2024, 25, 26, etc. in relation to leadership opportunities. But I want to point out a couple of things. It's very brief, my speech. I had a YouTube clip, but it wasn't quite what I wanted. So I'm going to try and give you a few takeaways. Now, I've tried to tie this in to what happened on Monday. Now, on Monday, of course, we had a thing called the Super Bowl. And the Super Bowl was watched by about 100 million people around the world. And there was a famous coach, but he's synonymous with leadership. His name was Vince Lombardi, and the trophy they held up, the trophy that the LA Rams held up when they beat the Cincinnati Bengals was called the Vince Lombardi Trophy. Because he used to coach a team called the Green Bay Packers, and he said this. He said, leaders are made, they are not born. They are made by hard effort, which means work, which is the price that all of us must pay to achieve any goal that is worthwhile. So the theme of my speech to you today is about hard work, goals, and applying yourself to everything you try and do. And you need to understand leaders are not born. We all develop in different ways, and you all have leadership potential within you. So I'm going to move from that to 7 quick, very brief messages about what makes up a good leader. Now, some of you have heard about a book I read over the holidays called The Last Lecture. I did a quick search yesterday on the computer, and they said to me, these are the 7 things from this book that make up a good leader. And it's quite interesting because they really align with the Glenfield way. So could you please go across to the next slide? So I want you to listen very carefully, and for the Year 9s, this may be a little bit new to you, we have 8 values. So this man called Randy, he said, when you hit a brick wall, consider another perspective, try a different tack. And that's another word for resilience, about not giving up. So all these people in front of you, and the blazers that are seated in these chairs in front of you, they haven't given up. They've had obstacles, they've had hurdles. Heck, we've all had obstacles and hurdles. We've experienced COVID for the last 2.5 years. resilience. So as a young adult, don't give up when you're up against seemingly real challenges, difficulties that you can't overcome. Brick walls are there for a reason. They give us a chance to show how badly we want something. Some of these people here have set goals. They've really wanted a badge when they arrived at the school, and they love the badges that Mrs. Kaplan has so vociferously encouraged us to have. As I said to the small group here yesterday, 4 years ago, nobody in the school wore a badge. Badges were not worn, they were not cool to wear. It was almost uncool to wear a badge. And now I see so many of you in the community so proud of wearing the blazers and the badges, and I thank you for that. Number two, so the first one was resilience. Number two, magnify the yeses in every situation. Think about the yeses, don't think about the no's, don't think about the things you can't do, think about the things you can do. As students, you are going through some really challenging times. It's hard enough as a teenager full stop, but let alone COVID, school, NCA, friendship groups, social media, etc. So every situation, look at the positives, don't look at the negatives. You've got this. Number three, really important, you can't get there alone. You can't do things by yourselves. You need others, you need teachers, you need friendship groups, but you need good people. Relationships help you get over that wall, help you get over those hurdles. So go to classes, go to meetings, make connections with people you don't know. Mentoring group, Mr. Gardner, who's launched the new mentoring program. Some of those people could be instrumental in your time at Glenfield College moving forward. To the peer support leaders, you are essentially a mentor for some of our Year 9s, and you're doing great things. And Miss Bang, the training program went so well. Mentoring's never looked so strong. We build on it every single year, so I thank you for giving up the 2 days of the holidays to work on that program. So the house captains, once again, you're helping people feel connected to the school. So establish and maintain relationships to help you achieve your goals and provide support when times are tough for others. Number 4, loyalty is a two-way street. There's an expression, what goes around comes around. Try and give as much as you can and don't ask for things in return. That goes to the word service and servant leadership. Many of the staff up here, as a principal, the great thing is I don't need to ask them. They just do it. They serve. Mrs. Cleaver yesterday was looking for a teacher. We were short. Somebody called in sick. She said, I can't believe how good our staff are. Our staff are amazing, Mr. McKinley. And I couldn't agree with her more. So what I'm saying by that is staff are serving. They're serving and they're helping. There's an expression I like called the sum of all parts. The sum of all parts. So don't think maths, although Miss Smith would want me to think about maths. The sum of all parts is all the bits that put us together. Glenfield College is not about just the students, it's about the whole community. The teaching staff, the support staff. Mr. Yu, I saw him yesterday, I said, Mr. Yu, can you please mow the lawns straight away? So to all of you students, think about how you can serve and help others, and that's what you're doing today by the leadership roles. Number 5 is a hard one. Number 5 is the one that scares us a little bit. Always be open to feedback. If you don't find out what you can't improve on, how can you improve? It's the hardest thing of all, asking for feedback. Nobody likes hearing what they're not strong at. But every single day, I'm keen to work out how I can improve. These people here are, and that's what leadership's about. So always be open to feedback, and that way you'll become a better person with your goal setting. 2 more to go and I'm almost finished. Keep challenging yourself. Keep challenging yourself and have targets. Glenfield College students are as good as any other students around. And you're coming on leaps and bounds, but you've got to challenge yourself. There are so many role models and staffings in this school that challenge themselves. They inspire you. Mātua Takata, you've walked in, well, you're a breath of fresh air, but he sets goals for himself. Now I can see, I can hear, I keep going to visit Mātua Takata's class just to hear the sounds coming out of that class. But he's a goal setter. I know where he wants to go, and that's great. Our job's to help him go in that position, etc. So you've got to set goals, otherwise you don't know where you're going. And finally, lead your life the right way. It's not about how you achieve your dreams, it's about how you lead your life. If you lead your life the right way, the dreams come to you. I hope you enjoy the ceremony. I'll now pass it back over to Mātua Takato.
Kia ora tātou, and thank you, Principal. Just an amazing kōrero that we've heard there, and the key word being today, aligning with our leadership ceremony. And I just want to reinforce again, and I'm sure on behalf of our senior leadership, and including our kaiako and staff here, you do look amazing in your dress and bearing in your uniform. And if you're not aware, continue to be those exemplars out there in the community and around school, always leading by example. So we'll leave you with that. We're going to move into a kaupapa now, a presentation of our korowai. A korowai is our traditional cloak that's here, our adornment. And very shortly we'll be presenting this to our head boy and our head girl for Glenfield College 2022. So I appreciate your time and your understanding right now, so thank you very much. The presentation of the korowai today is a very special occasion. Historically, both tāne, males, and wahine, females, wore this korowai as a symbolism of status and for ceremonial purposes. Today, korowai are used in celebrations and occasions such as graduations, like this, weddings, birthdays, whānau tradition, or even given as a gift, a taonga. Korowai are reflective of honour, leadership, identity, warmth, protection, and are designed with much skill and beauty. The Tanipō band on the Glenfield College korowai is named Whanake, as you can see across the top of the korowai. It is based on the teeth of the Niho Taniwha and designed by a man named Horace Taiapa. So at this time we also acknowledge Horace for this amazing taonga for our two heads at Glenfield College. Whanake means to grow and develop, so how fitting for our leadership ceremony. Shortly after the presentation, a karakia will be offered today to endow values of kaha, strength, rangi marie, peace, manawa nui, patience and perseverance, māramatanga, understanding, and aroha, love and compassion. It also offers our Glenfield College leaders an opportunity to settle their mauri, their life force, their life essence within their new roles, and also offering them direction and guidance whilst they serve and lead us all. Mā mauihi ka rahiri, with pride and respect. Now I'd like to take the opportunity again to invite the Principal McKibben.
Sure, thank you, Mātua Takato. I'm now going to ask Mrs. Kahiki to come forward, please, to help with the presentation. So I'm going to read out the names of the head girl, then the head boy, then we'll have the deputies, and after that I'll ask Mr. Garden to assist. Now, because of Omicron and COVID, we won't be doing handshakes, we'll be doing elbows. And we ask that you respect us for that, and you hold your applause for the large group, but for these first four, they'll get singular applause. So firstly, Head Girl 2022, congratulations, Deja Sione. Head Boy 2022, Henry Croft. We now have the two Deputy Head Prefects. I'd ask first of all, please, Deputy Head Girl 2022, Una Lee. Deputy Head Boy 2022, Xavier Wettery. I'm now going to ask Mr. Gardner to come up and call out the rest of the names.
Ms. Newton, can we hold the bell for 11:05, please?
Got it. The remaining prefects, we have Tucky Anderson, Mitchell Atkinson, Amika Ellis, Chris Eskandar, Rhoda Bishop, Penny Ferdinand, Leah Kumar, Taylor Bow, Sierra Ostermeyer, and Dylan Rocky.
Congratulations again to the prefects, deputy head students and head students. I'm now going to ask Ms. Fan to please come and read out the names of the peer support leaders, and Ms. Kahaki, if you would present them with their badges and certificates, please. Peer Support Leaders of 2022, Sophia Asso. Carlo Bernardo. Jessica Bickford. Amar Churchillville. Ethan Dutta. Rebecca Freestone. Daniel Herbert. Brianna Hill. Ethan Kahaki. Vienna Lind. Hannah Lowe. Jade McDonald. Hanif Mohammed. Niraj Niki. Luke Oval. And Syria Vitale. Congratulations to our peer support leaders. Thank you to the peer support leaders, thank you to the SPAN for the training, and especially to the peer support leaders for the work you've done with our Year 9 students this year. House captains are next, and I'm going to ask Mrs. Scott to come up and read out the names, and Mr. Bonniwell to present the badges for our house captains for the year.
I'd personally like to congratulate the house leaders for 2022. For Kakariki House, we have Lyndon Lucindo and Dana Tuoloma. Mayfield House, we have TJ Kahaki and Holly Schwalger. Otter Amu House, Luka Georgievich, who unfortunately isn't here today, and Jean Fatui. For Tohino House, Theo Taylor and Madison Urquhart. Congratulations, house leaders.
Thank you, Mrs. Scott and Mr. Bonniwell, and congratulations to the house leaders. Right, our arts awards and our arts leaders for this year, I'm going to ask Mrs. Cleaver to present these awards, please. And first one is Vienna Lind for dance. And Chris Escandor for music. Thank you. Well done. theatre technician, Henry Croft. For service, our two Relay for Life leaders this year, Chris Escando and Jessica Bickford. Chris is definitely going to have to go on to his second lapel for all of his badges. Well done, Chris. Service Academy, Khalid Al-Shamshi. And robotics, Thomas Dixon. Well done. Thank you, Mrs. Clever. I'm now going to call Mr. Dove to read out the sports leaders for the year, and Mr. Todd will present those badges.
Good morning. The following students are our sports leaders for 2022. Lyndon Lucindo, boys basketball. Dylan Rabji for boys football. Theo Taylor, boys volleyball. Henry Croft, boys hockey. Samantha Graham, girls hockey. Savannah Douglasy, girls football. Liafu Moa, girls volleyball. And Deja Sione for Premier Netball. Congratulations.
Congratulations to our sports leaders. Thank you very much for your attendance here today. Thank you especially to Mrs. Kahaki for coming during a work day to come and support the school as she does so often. Thank you, Jewel, for your help. And if you please stand while the official party leaves the stage.